Hi guys, happy Friday. So today's trick is called Say Your Prayers. You can call it anything you like, but basically it means that your dog has got their two front paws up on an object and they are dipping their head down between the little space created in between their paws. So to get started with this one, you're going to find a little wall or a stool or something that you can use at home. And basically we just want to get our dogs happy with getting their two paws up onto that object. So use a bit of a treat, lure them up into that position and give them about 10 treats just for being happy for being there. What you can see I'm doing here with Ollie is I'm using her cookies, and literally as I'm treating her lower and lower each time so that she's anticipating that the treat is going to come further down as opposed to just giving it to her at head height. If you're blessed with a shorty dog like I am with Charlie, you'll see that I'm really trying to just treat him within that gap before he even starts to dip his head. You'll see he also adjusts his paws further back to make the space a little bit bigger for him to be able to actually get the treat. And again, guys, obviously you need to consider the size of your dog. So if you have a larger dog, use a slightly higher object. We don't want to put any kind of strain on their back, but obviously you just want to adjust this accordingly to whatever works best for them. So to get this head dipping action, I like to have a cookie in both hands, and I'll start with having a cookie on his nose and gradually move it down towards the gap, and then take my other hand and come in from underneath and literally give him the cookie from the bottom. And then to make the whole action a little bit neater and prettier, what I'll do is I'll then use the cookie in my other hand to pull the dog's nose back up towards head height, so that you're getting the full dip going from head height down to beneath the shoulders and then up again. Once your dog has got an understanding of what the behavior is, I'll then stop rewarding in the bottom position and rather just reward at the top at the end of the entire behavior. So now they're getting the cookie or one cookie for doing the dip and then returning to their starting position. So a hiccup that you guys might encounter when teaching this for the first time is that your dog will actually want to jump off to get the treat from your hand instead, or remove their paws from the object. I just ignore this and I start the whole process again from the beginning. So another cool variation of this trick is to do the Say Your Prayers but on your arm instead of an actual object. Especially for smaller dogs, this is really quite nice and cool, but ideally you want to be able to make sure that you can sustain your dog's weight. So even for Charlie, who's not the biggest dog in the world, I'll still keep my arm supported on something as well, because as soon as there's any kind of movement, we don't want to spook them, we don't want to give them a fright, we want them to just be confident with doing the behavior. So as we would do with a solid object, get your dogs happy to do a pause up in that position and gradually work your way towards getting that head further towards the gap in between their paws, and then eventually getting the Say Your Prayers behavior. So once you guys have got the basics of the head dip, it's also a great idea to tell your dog when the trick is over. And in so doing, what you're basically getting the dog to understand is that you need to maintain your paws up until I tell you that it's okay for you to drop your paws. It just is a nice way of ensuring that you don't get any hiccups of your dog prematurely jumping off of the object or removing their paws from your arm in order to want to get a cookie. That's it from Charlie, Ollie, and myself. I hope you guys have fun with this one. Again, it's nice and simple to do. Have fun with your dogs. That's the most important thing. And have a wonderful weekend.